My family uninvited me from Thanksgiving. I got engaged through a party for 24 people. Then mom texted, "How could you do this without family?" Thanksgiving morning, I'm standing in my kitchen staring at a sweet potato casserole I'd spent 7 hours perfecting. Brown sugar crust caramelized just right, marshmallows toasted golden. I call my sister to ask what time I should come over, and she says casually, like she's telling me the weather, "Oh, we already did Thanksgiving last weekend. Didn't anyone tell you?" They didn't forget to invite me. They forgot I existed. If you've ever been the reliable one, the fixer, the planner, the glue holding everyone together, only to realize you were never truly included, this story is going to hit deep. So hit like, subscribe, and get ready for one of the most quietly satisfying revenge stories you'll hear today. Because sometimes the most powerful payback is simply walking away. I used to think I was the good son, the dependable one, the one who remembered birthdays, the one who made reservations, the one who texted, "Hey, are we doing dinner for Dad this year?" The family glue. What I didn't realize was glue isn't part of the picture. It just holds it together. That year, I woke up at 6 a.m. I roasted pecans, I slow-baked sweet potatoes, I hand-whipped cinnamon butter 7 hours. Because if I showed up empty-handed, my mom would sigh and say, "Miles, you know how important tradition is?" So I called my sister Brooke at 11:12 a.m. "Hey, what time should I come by?" A pause. "Oh, we already did Thanksgiving last weekend." My stomach dropped like I'd missed a step on the stairs. "What do you mean?" I asked. "Well, Mom wanted to do it early. You've been so busy lately, we assumed you couldn't make it." Assumed. Nobody texted, nobody called, nobody asked. "Do you want to stop by for leftovers?" She offered, like she was doing me a favor. I looked at the casserole sitting on my counter, steam rising. Perfect, pointless. "No," I said quietly. "That's okay." I hung up, and for the first time in my life, I didn't try to fix it. I stood in my kitchen for a long time. There's a very specific kind of pain when you realize you've been performing in a play no one's watching. It's not loud, it's not dramatic, it's hollow. I packed the casserole into a container and walked next door to Mrs. Henderson, my 82-year-old neighbor who lived alone. She opened the door with that fragile, surprised smile older people get when someone knocks unexpectedly. "Miles, oh my goodness, come in." Her house smelled like lavender and old books. We ate together. She laughed at my terrible turkey jokes. She told me stories about her late husband, and when I left, she hugged me and said, "Thank you for thinking of me." That sentence hit harder than my sister's because she meant it. After that day, I stopped. No birthday reminders, no planning Christmas, no organizing Father's Day brunch, no, "Hey, are we still doing Sunday dinner?" I deleted every calendar notification, and then I waited. 1 month passed. Nothing. 2 months. Still nothing. Finally, my mom called. Her voice wasn't concerned, it was irritated. "Miles, why didn't you remind everyone about your father's anniversary dinner?" I actually laughed. "You mean the one I wasn't invited to?" A pause. "No, oh, don't start being dramatic." There it was. I wasn't forgotten. I was replaceable, or worse, expected. Soon the messages started rolling in. "Brooke, why are you acting like this?" "Dad, you need to grow up." "Mom, this isn't you." They weren't asking if I was okay. They were angry I wasn't performing my role. That's when Elena said something that changed everything. Elena and I had been dating for a year. She watched quietly at first, how I'd drop everything for family dinners, how I'd send gifts even when nobody sent me one. One night she said gently, "They don't miss you, Miles." I flinched. "They miss the function you serve." That sentence rewired my brain. I wasn't a son, I was logistics, I was emotional labor, I was tradition maintenance, and when I stopped, the machine malfunctioned. I started therapy with Dr. Samuel Park. In our third session, he leaned back in his chair and said, "Have you heard of parentification?" I hadn't. He explained how some children unconsciously become caretakers, managing emotions, schedules, harmony, invisible labor. "And what happens," he asked, "when that child grows up and stops?" "They get called selfish," I whispered. He nodded. A year later, I proposed to Elena. It was quiet, intentional, just us under string lights at a small waterfront restaurant. No family group chat announcement, no big reveal. We told close friends first. Then we planned an engagement party for 24 people, friends, colleagues, Mrs. Henderson, People who actually showed up for us. Not once did I think to invite my parents, because why would I? They hadn't shown up to my life in years. The party was warm and loud and alive, glasses clinking, laughter echoing. Someone spilled champagne. Elena's smile never left her face. Then my phone buzzed. Mom. How could you do this without family? I stared at the screen. It wasn't curiosity. It wasn't congratulations. It was accusation. I stepped outside into the cool night air, and for once, I didn't over-explain. You didn't want to be involved in my life, I typed. I stopped forcing you to be. 3 dots appeared. Disappeared. Reappeared. You're tearing this family apart. I felt something strange in my chest. Not anger. Freedom. You did that, I replied, when you forgot to invite me. I put my phone on airplane mode and went back inside and danced. 6 months later, my grandmother passed. She was the only one who sometimes noticed. At the funeral, my family cornered me. My dad's jaw was tight. You think you're better than us now? No, I said calmly. I just stopped begging. My mom's eyes were glossy with anger. You owe us an explanation. For years, I would have scrambled to justify myself. Instead, I said quietly, you don't deserve one. You could hear the air shift. They weren't used to boundaries. They were used to compliance. After the service, the lawyer handed me a sealed envelope from Grandma. Inside was a letter. She wrote that she'd seen it, how I was always the one arranging things, how I was overlooked, how she regretted not speaking up. I love you exactly as you are, she wrote. You were never too much. You were never invisible. I cried in my car for an hour, not because she validated me, but because someone finally did. Elena and I got married in a ceremony filled with people who showed up without being reminded. I was promoted at work, partner at my architecture firm. We had a daughter, Audrey Evelyn Cross Osman. When I held her, I made one silent promise. She will never wonder if she matters. Contact with my family shifted into something smaller, boundaried. Brooke eventually apologized. Not perfectly, but sincerely. Rebuilding is slow, but it's intentional. And this time, I'm not the glue. I'm part of the picture. The real revenge wasn't humiliating them. It wasn't posting engagement photos. It wasn't cutting them off dramatically. It was this. They lost access to the version of me who bent over backwards. They lost the son who carried the calendar in his head. They lost the man who chased their approval. And the life I built without them, it flourished. That's what shocked them most. I didn't collapse without their validation. I thrived. Sometimes revenge isn't destruction, it's withdrawal. It's choosing peace over performance. And sometimes the loudest statement you can make is simply no longer volunteering to be invisible. If this story hit home, hit that like button and tell me in the comments, have you ever been the glue in your family? What happened when you stopped holding everything together? Subscribe for more emotionally charged, deeply satisfying revenge stories, because sometimes karma doesn't knock. Sometimes you close the door first.